Okay, so here we have the Fluval Flex 15. I have two of these um, fish tanks. 15 gallon with a compartment in the back, which makes it very easy to hide everything and filters and everything else. Um, it's a great little system. Everything's built into it. I have two of these. I'll show you the other one, what I'm doing to it now, because I want to try something different. So here's my second unit. It sits on the desk. I've already emptied it. Got all the sand out of it and all the plants and stuff that was in it. I didn't have any fish inside this one. I had some snails I took out already. So right now I'm just gonna empty it out, clean it. And then what I plan to do is remove this compartment right here. And doing that will allow me to gain about that much room, swimming room for the fish in this tank. And it will allow me to push everything back a little bit with decor and all that stuff. It's been done before. It's nothing new. So what I plan to do is remove this plastic compartment that basically takes up about a little bit over 2 gallons of water. So making this area here like a 13 gallon tank, when in reality it's a full 15 gallon. But yeah, this supposedly comes off easy. So we'll see. Just showing you what it looks like now. And we'll see what it looks like at the end. I'm not going to show the process. I don't think it's necessary. It might show a little bit here and there, but it's been done before, like I said. I plan to use a fishing line, go through the silicone here, there, on all the corners, of course, making contact with the glass. And then the other part will be removing this sticker, I don't know what to call it, that they put in it. I won't be removing everything, but the stuff that's back here on the sides, not the one in back of the tank. So we'll see how it looks, and plan to use sponge filters. Well, just one sponge filter for the filter system once I'm done with it. Looking forward to it. Let's see what happens. I just wanted to show you guys, it's not really that hard to get the silicone from the edge of that compartment. It's, if you even pull it carefully, it comes off. Some people might use other methods, but this really didn't take that much effort. Sorry about that. Basically it comes off. Alright, so I took a blade to get the bottom part loose, the silicone. I did say I wasn't gonna show the whole thing, but gives you an idea. It's pretty simple. See if I can pull it out. And there it is. The whole thing comes out. And this is what you got left. One thing I will say, be careful when you do take the silicone, that you don't mess with this silicone here on this edge, which is the silicone for the glass and the side panels and the rear panels. Okay, so best way to get rid of that silicone is one of these blades. Comes off easy, so it's just a matter of applying a little pressure. I can do it while holding the phone, but it's not much to it. If there's any residue I guess you can use acetone or something else. But it's fairly simple to get this job done. And get that compartment out of the way and make this tank a little bigger inside for the fish. All right, I'll get back to you when I'm done with it. So yeah, this project is coming along just fine. The only thing that takes a little bit more time is removing this grid looking pattern from the sides. I'm gonna leave it here because it helps with masking the water, top of water in the aquarium. It does a pretty good job of doing that, and you don't see any mineral deposits or any marks. So it helps. It looks fine. This side section here, though, needs to be removed. So, I mean, it doesn't need to be, but it will look better. Your aquarium will look better without it, for sure. The back section, I'm just gonna leave alone. I'm not touching it. So, cleaned it up a little bit. I still got this section to do on that grid, that tape. And then that's it, pretty much done. Just showing you a little bit of the progress. So that's it, pretty much done with it, cleaned it up. Scrape that honeycomb pattern off the sides. I left it in the back. I'm not worried about that silicone down here. I'll probably just scrape it off in a few minutes, but that's going to be covered by sand. But this is what it looks like. And all it really took was a razor blade, one of these things, and that's it. I think it's less than an hour if you time it all together, between the time that it took me to empty it out and the time that it took me to get it all cleaned up like this. I'm thinking about leaving the back. I thought about painting it, but I'm not sure how that's gonna look. Hopefully it hides the cables. It might not do as good a job as painting it, but kind of like that pattern back here. And I would not attempt removing it. That was the hardest part about this whole mod, is removing that the honeycomb from the sides. And it's only about that much. So imagine doing this whole back. So not doing it, leaving it alone. All right, I'll show you once it's filled up, but wanted to show you what it looks like before and what it took to get it done, which was a fairly easy thing to do. So, all right, we'll see what happens next. So yeah, I did end up painting the back of it. I put it where it's supposed to go, and up against the wall. The walls are light gray color, and you can see the walls very good. So black paint, and this is the first coat. So I'll wait for it to dry and do another coat on it and be done with it. But looks better that way. Okay, so this is it. This is the tank with that baffle remove. This is where I'm going to keep it. It's where it was originally, right next to this 10 gallon. It's actually going to replace the 10 gallon. I'm going to not get rid of it, but I'm gonna put it away for a little bit, and then move everything in there to this one here. So I did paint the back black, and instead of using sand, the fine sand that I've been using, I'm going to be using this stuff, which is sand but a little bit coarser sand. Fine sand has a few things I don't like. It's too compact, so rooted plants have a problem growing in them. That's one thing. And the other thing is everything stays on top, nothing goes through, so you can see everything floating on top. And I'll show you what I mean by that in just 1 second. This is my other Fluval tank, and this is what I mean by the sand just not letting anything go past the top surface. I mean, it's okay. It looks good the first couple of weeks, and then this happens. This starts to happen eventually through time. Yeah, it's easily removable. You can vacuum that. However, if you have plants, rooted plants, vacuuming, it's really not something you want to do. But basically, that's the reason I'm trying a little coarser. This is what they call pool filter sand in that tank. I have it on other tanks, and it does the same thing. And it's hard if you have a planted tank to vacuum the sand and remove that top layer of all that gunk that accumulates. It would be great if it went through, because plants can benefit from it, but in this case it just doesn't happen. So yes, this sand will be what I'm using. I have other Carib Sea sands that I use in other tanks, a little coarser sand, but it's very hard to get and it's very expensive to get nowadays. I believe they call it Peace River. This is the Peace River sand. It's a bit coarser, and it's a bit lighter than the one that I bought, and that I'll show you once I put the sand in the tank in that Fluval 15 I modified. I'll show you what that looks like. But this is what I was looking for. It's just it was way too expensive everywhere I looked. It was like $30 to $40 for a 20-pound bag, which is a little too much in my opinion. So I went ahead and bought the other one, which is called, well, I'm not sure what it's called. The name is not on the bag, but I do believe it's Jungle River Sand or something to that effect. It is good for fresh water, even salt water. It won't change your pH or carbonate hardness or anything like that. So it's easy to vacuum, and that's just what I wanted. It's not, the grains are not too big and they're not too small, so it's good for almost any fish you put in there. So this is it. This is the tank already finished. Got plants in there. Substrate actually looks really good. It looks better when it's wet than it does when it's dry, in my opinion at least. And this is what the final configuration looks like. There is no baffle back there. There is a sponge filter and a heater in that corner, and that is it. There's no fish in it, not yet, snails, but It is a more area tank now. It has more room for fish and snails or whatever it is that you plan to keep. Alright, that's all I wanted to show you. Thanks for watching.